of wisdom of Nagarjuna. Prajnaparamita 8 Yen Lamad. Composed by the Bodhisattva Nagarjuna and translated by the Tripakat Harmakarya Kumarajava of the land of Kaucha. Under the later Tsin. Translated from the French. By Gelongmakarma Migmi Chodron 2001. Chapter 41. The 18 Special Attributes of the Buddha. First section, Mahayanist list of the 18 special attributes of the Buddha. 1. Text of the list according to the Prajnaparamita. Here are the 18 special attributes. 1. The Tathagata has no bodily defect. 2. He has no vocal defect. 3. He has no failure of memory. 4. He has no notion of variety. 5. He does not have an unconcentrated mind. 6. He does not have thoughtless indifference. 7. He has no loss of zealousness. 8. He has no loss of exertion. Nasti viryaparihanih. 9. He has no loss of mindfulness. 10. He has no loss of wisdom. 11. He has no loss of liberation. 12. He has no loss of the knowledge and vision of deliverance. 13. Every bodily action of the Tathagata is preceded by knowledge and accompanies knowledge. 14. Every vocal action is preceded by knowledge and accompanies knowledge. 15. Every mental action is preceded by knowledge and accompanies knowledge. 16. He has non-attached and unobstructed knowledge about past time. 18. He has non-attached and unobstructed knowledge about the present time. Question. 36 attributes are all attributes of the Buddha. Why are just these 18 special? Answer. The Sravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas possess some of the 18 first attributes, but they do not share this second series of 18 attributes. Thus, Sariputra was able to answer any question whatsoever and always develop it with further words because he penetrated it without any obstacle. And the Buddha congratulated him, saying that he understood the fundamental element well. Aniruddha was the foremost of those who possess the divine eye. Such Sravakas all shared the four fearlessnesses, and since they shared them, the Buddha said, "Among my disciples who utter the lion's roar, the foremost is Pintyo Ulopo Lotache." Sariputra affirmed of himself, "For 7 nights and 7 days I was able to expand on the same subject, so inexhaustible his knowledge on the 4 ways of answering." The Arhats Sariputra, Maudgalyayana, Purna, Ananda, Katyayana, etc. also know things, names, expressions, and elocution. This is why the 18 first attributes of the Buddha do not merit the name of special attributes of the Buddha. 2. Detailed commentary on the list. 1-2. The Buddha has no bodily or vocal defect. Question. Why does the Buddha have no bodily defect or vocal defect? Answer. For innumerable incalculable periods the Buddha has observed purity of morality. This is why his bodily and vocal actions are faultless. The other arhats such as Sariputra, etc. have cultivated the precepts for less time, 60 kalpas at maximum. This is why they have faults. For innumerable incalculable periods the Buddha has accumulated and perfected the pure precepts. He has always practiced the profound concentrations, he has obtained all the marvelous knowledges and has properly cultivated the mind of great compassion. This is why he is without faults. Furthermore, the Buddha has uprooted all the root causes of the wrongdoings. This is why he is faultless. The root causes of the wrongdoings are of 4 kinds. 1. Lust, 2. Hatred, 3. 4. Ignorance. The Buddha has uprooted these root causes and their traces. The Arhats and Pratyeka Buddhas, although they have uprooted the causes of the wrongdoings, have not eliminated the traces. This is why they sometimes have faults. The Buddha himself knows all these dharmas fully and completely. Those who do not know them thus commit faults. Thus, Sariputra while walking with 5 bhikshus came to an empty house where he spent the night. It was a day when the Pratimoksa is recited. Sariputra was not familiar with the rules for the inner limits and the outer limits. This was reported to the Buddha, who said, "When one leaves the residence at the end of one night, there are no determined limits." Another time Sariputra and Moggallana returned leading 500 bhikshus who uttered loud shouts and cries. Then the Buddha chased them away. This was a vocal fault on the part of the disciples. Another time Sariputra had neglected the dietary rules and the Buddha said to him, "You are eating impure food." Thus, therefore, the Arhats had bodily and vocal faults. But the Buddha who has eliminated the traces of the passions has no such faults. Finally, in the Buddha, all the bodily and vocal actions accompany knowledge. This is why his body is faultless and his voice is faultless. For all these kinds of reasons, the Buddha has no defect of body and no defect of speech. 3. The Buddha has no lapse of mindfulness. There is no failure of mindfulness. Indeed, during the long night he developed the mind of the 4 foundations of mindfulness. He developed the profound concentrations. His mind was without any distractions, he eliminated the thirst of desires and joy of the Dharma, his mind was not attached to any Dharma and he attained the supreme safety of mind. If the mind is fearful or hasty, there are lapses of mindfulness. But the mind of the Buddha has none of these faults, this is why he has no lapses. Furthermore, by means of the memory of former abodes, the sciences,